Hey guys, it's Joel and welcome back to the channel. Today you join me on another stunning day in the United Kingdom. We've got yet another storm passing over this weekend. I am braving the storm today because, well, I did a video a few weeks back which was 5 things you didn't know about your BMW Z4, and it seemed to go down pretty well, and I genuinely was shocked at how many people didn't know what I talked about. So that got me thinking I must do another. So here are 5 more things that you didn't know about your BMW Z4. So then, as I'm already standing outside, why don't we just kick this off with one that requires me to stay out here. Now, you might recognise this angle I'm filming at if you saw the previous 5 things video, where I pointed out that the side of the car actually has a Z on it, which you can see there. Now, in response to that, I had several messages from people saying, well, you forgot to mention the 4. And I said, what 4? And they also pointed out that if you look closely, there is a 4 that's also sort of painted through there. Yeah, another really small one, but something you may not know, and a lot of you guys said that you can't unsee the Z since that video, and now you won't be able to unsee that 4 either. So yeah, literally just like that, and then you've got a Z. Pretty clever, really, and yeah, something that obviously not many people know about. So then, the next thing on today's Things You Didn't Know involves going under the bonnet, and actually this is probably the one thing that I saw the most comments about in the last video, and it is something I've actually covered previously. And what I'm talking about here is the sound generator pipe. That is this little pipe here, if I can point at the right one, which goes from sort of the back of the engine there, all the way through into the cabin, sort of by the glove box. Now, what is that pipe? Well, the sound generator pipe is just that, and it has 2 little pieces of foam in it. And each time you take one out, it makes the sort of intake noise into the cabin a whole lot louder. I'm not going to do it now because, well, A, I've got my back box delete, and actually I put the foam back in because I did originally take it out when I first got the car, and there's a whole video on that actually, so I'll link that up whichever side it comes up, and you can go and watch how to remove the sound generator pipe and foam in that video. But yeah, it basically makes the car cabin sound louder, and from what I remember, it is a lot of fun. But yeah, that's where it's located, just behind the engine, going in towards the glove box. And yeah, check out my video to see how you can remove it. But that's something you may not have known about the Z4. Okay then, so thing number 3, and this is something I'm actually really excited to try. I genuinely have never tried. And big shout out to my friend James with the Z4 Coupe for showing me this. Now, there are actually hidden menus on this instrument cluster, and so, like I say, I genuinely had no idea. I knew about the coding functionalities you could do with third-party softwares and readers, but not anything that's actually from the factory. So what I need to do is remember how to do this. So I'm going to put the car into the on position. I believe that's correct. And then what I'm going to do is, well, turn the heating off so you can hear me. Hold the set reset for about 5 seconds. And then you see that it comes up with a test menu. And then within that, there are about 19 different functions you can test. So the first thing you have to do apparently is go up to 19, and it should come with a lock unlock. There we go. And so when it says off, I'm going to hit it. So once you've gone up to 19 and unlocked, you can like test various things. So I've heard that number 2 is an instrument cluster test. So watch this. Look at that. Every single light is being tested, and you can see that all of them are illuminating. So that's good to see, but that also looks really cool. So there are various other tests you can do, such as so you've got the instrument cluster, you've got this, I think number 9 is battery voltage, which is red there. And then there is one that I want to try, which I believe is, oh yeah, cool, look, that's showing me different. I want to try, which I believe is the speed, it's a digital speed. And that should be 7.3, so I'm going to give that one a go now. So 7, and I'm going off a source which I will share in the description of this video. 7 is temperature and speed, so 7.0 is showing coolant engine temperature. So that is my coolant and engine temperature, which is 97, presumably degrees Celsius, which is quite interesting. And then engine speed, that's current RPMs, 000, and digital speed. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to go and give this a try. So let's see if this actually works. This is crazy. Yeah, and it is in kilometers an hour. I don't know if I can change that. Oh, that's brilliant. I had literally, I thought you couldn't have a digital speedometer, but look. That is awesome. Guys, that is so cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably going to leave my display reading the digital speedo. That is awesome. But yeah, like I say, I've been going off a list which I screenshotted from the Z4 forum, which seems to have a full list of all of the features. So I will leave the link to this very thread in the description of this video. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm actually, let's turn this off for a second. I'm actually pretty, like, that's really cool. Because like I say, there's about 19 or 20 different options there. So I haven't even looked through, but it seems like there's quite a few different things you can sort of have on your display, and I honestly had no idea about this until my friend James told me, so I really hope none of you guys knew either, and you might have the pleasant surprise, but comment below if you did know about this and I'm just being stupid. Anyway, let's get on to the last 2 points in this video. Point number 4 conveniently allows me to sit in the car, well, for now anyway, and this is something I learned since the last video as well, otherwise it probably would have made it into that. It is that these have follow me home lights. Now that's a fairly common thing with newer cars. It's essentially where the lights just stay on after you've exited the car. But I always just thought this car was too old to have that function, but I was wrong. I don't know if you need the automatic light function like mine has for this to work, but it is extremely simple. All you have to do is say you're just driving in. So you're gonna turn the engine off and blip the full beams. And I'm not sure it's going to do it now because it's dark, but I'll just double check. But what happens is these normally illuminate, and then the lights, oh, they are on, look. So the lights will come on, front and rear, and they will stay on. I know my bonnet's open, by the way. They will stay on, I think, for about 30 or 40 seconds. I'm not sure exactly, I haven't timed it. But yeah, so you just blip the full beam, and these follow me home lights will come on, obviously designed so that you can see your way into the front door when it's dark. But quite a cool little feature that I've been using. It's quite quirky. Makes the car look a bit smarter as well, and I didn't know it had it. And there you go, lights have gone off. So I thought I would share that with you in this 5 more things video. And the last thing I want to mention in this 5 things you didn't know, or this 5 more things you didn't know, is the fact that this car was manufactured in South Carolina. Now this is something I didn't know, and something that I have got wrong in various videos and reviews of this car, until thankfully you guys have commented below and corrected me. But yes, you might assume this being a BMW, it was manufactured in Germany, but it was not. All of these Z4s were manufactured at the, oh, I've forgotten what it's called now. I think it's the Spartanburg plant in a place called Greer in South Carolina, which is obviously in the United States of America, not Germany. Now, I was doing some research earlier on why this was. I couldn't find anything specific other than it was just resourcing parts. I don't really know. I'm sure there'll be some of you watching that do, so please enlighten us. But yeah, that's something I didn't know, and like I say, I've got wrong a couple of times and would have just assumed this was manufactured in Germany, but it was not. It was manufactured in South Carolina. And with that, guys, that is the end of today's video. Now, I do hope that you found this one as interesting as the first video I did on this topic. I have to say, my favourite one that I've discovered throughout both the videos has to be that hidden menus function, and the fact I've now got a digital speedo. You will have to literally configure that every time you start the car, because now just switching the car back on, it is reset to normal with just the odometer reading and trip mileage. But that's something I'm going to put on for the way home and really enjoy. Whether or not I'll keep doing it or not, I don't know. And that sounds very annoying. But anyway, I hope you found something, whether it be that or something else, in this video interesting. Of course, if you haven't seen the first 5 things you didn't know about your Z4, the link will be up there and you can go and watch it. And also, if you want to know more about the sound generator mod, like I say, a while back I did do a full video on that and actually talked about and showed how to remove it. So go ahead, click the link up here, watch that as well. And guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and leave it a like if you haven't already, and make sure you're subscribed for all the videos that are going to be coming very, very soon.